Sorry about that. So yeah, this is High Priestess energy, card number 13. What I want to do, I want to clear up some of this energy, and then I want to keep pulling. I'm just in the mood to keep pulling. That's that whole release energy. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, and the roll, so I'm going to just do what I normally do. As I clear, I pick cards, and then I come back and I pull tarot on there. So I'm going to press pause. Okay, as I just finished tearing up, it's like, for the person who's resonating with this reading, I feel like this is definitely a cycle. This is definitely something that's occurred either within this current relationship you're in, with previous relationships, or this is an energy that's taken place from past life cycle after life cycle. Is the reason why it's either, I'm not going to say easy for you to endure, but you're able to endure and get through it the way you have, because this is an energy that you've dealt with time and time and time again. Wisdom. Understand? But this is an ending, this is a closure, this is a time where you've been in that reflective energy, or you're in that reflective energy. It's now time to release, I feel like, for something. It's now time to release, and there's a lot of emphasis on creativity here. I've left that out as I'm going to tap back in. But I'm going to leave these cards out, because I notice how my cards go. Like the energy that it will fly where it wants to go. Show me exactly where the relevance is. That's how I see the story. I feel like the energy that way. Able to explain it that way. Exactly what it is I feel, I can explain by what it is I see. I just love the sound of outside. I love it. That summer vibe. As I put the card back, at the bottom of the deck was the Empress. So we already had the Emperor out in the reverse. So the Star card was here in the reverse. So this is about someone's healing. This is about someone not feeling confident within themselves now, still not getting over that past trauma energy of the past, of whatever it is that's created these scars and that you've encountered. But transformation is going to come, trust me. The butterflies in this image shows me communication is going to bring transformation. It's all part of your healing process. All that you're going through, all that you're encountering is all part of your healing process. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. The card that also, so Rebirth is the last card that came out. So this is about, it is about that healing. This is about that overall healing. This is about who you know you are. You know you're a divine being. So you need to turn that star around. Wish upon your star. Call upon Mother Earth. Call upon the universe. The World card again. Don't focus on the monetary issues. Focus on spirit. Focus on your plan. Be selfish. Focus on your creativity, your craft. It says, no matter what happens outside of myself, I know I am safe. That's that divine protection from your ancestors, your spirit guides. You understand? And I feel like the noise is getting a bit too much, so I'm going to close the video. The way others view you is none of your business. Not your monkey, not your circus. That's their opinion. You understand? Because your feelings let them know. You can only fool some of the people some of the time. And you can't fool all of the people all of the time. So that's their opinion. Make them go on with their opinion. That shouldn't define who you are. Just be alone for now and develop your craft. There's another card that drew to mind. It says Hangman. This was around the whole energy where someone was trying to manipulate, and I believe it was this Emperor was trying to manipulate, going back to the reading of yesterday, manipulate your time, and so that you don't progress and move to where it is that you're needing to move to. But there's an end to that, death to that. Scorpio energy is what's bringing in this rebirth energy here. Sacrifices. I spoke about that yesterday, also cutting off your nose to spite your face. It's okay, it's mask season. It's okay. So it says, you're beginning to realize who you are. You always have a trace. And understanding that you've always got a trace. I love the energy moving forward. I love the energy of the card. One of the cards says that you release. You don't need to know the answers to everything. You're okay with just as the way how things is right now. And so this Emperor energy in your life could be that you're dealing with a Pisces. Could be that you're dealing with a Pisces energy, or it could be a cusp of an Aries. But whoever this person was very manipulative with the mind and needs to change the way how they think and look at things also. Whoever it is that you're dealing with, or whoever it was, this controlling, overbearing, controlling energy says how things should go, all of this, all of that, where something should be laid, put down. That's a real harsh way of living, actually. But healing is going to be brought to this situation, even though whoever is resonating with this reading is fearful of healing. Someone's fearful to bring healing to themselves. They're fearful of releasing themselves from this codependency with this way of living, even though they know it's wrong, even though you know you've got a choice, you know you can walk away or move away from the situation, and you know you've got the means to make it work because you've got a trade, you've got a craft. And if you concentrate on your trade and your craft and the Most High in spirit, instead of the monetary things that the card says in your life, you will see. But I feel like someone's in that energy, so let me not keep going on. Let me pull one of these ones first. What's this? Someone's definitely realizing their worth, and I'm really drawn to this card with the rebirth card, where it says you're beginning to realize who you are. These two cards here for me stand hand in hand. Stand hand in hand. I feel like so the reason the energy I just picked up on and pulled away was past energy. This is definitely forward moving energy. So it says power of empathy. Being a good medium requires a strong sense of empathy, which comes from the ability to sense and feel the emotions of spirit as well as those here in the living. Being empathic enables you to deliver heart-centered messages from spirit. Every medium is equipped with a natural heightened sense of empathic awareness. It can be an overwhelming feeling, and if it's left ungrounded, it can result in being overly tired, emotionally, or even anxious. Grounded empathic mediums allow their emotional heart-centered awareness to be just a tool for guiding the session between themselves, the sitter, and the spirit. Being an empath means you feel other people's emotions as your own. That goes right back to what I said at the beginning of the reading. But this unique ability also enables you to be aware of another's energy for thoughts, feelings, events, and much more. An easy technique for empathic grounding is to amplify the awareness of your auric energy so you can expand it from your body to form a protective field if you're feeling overextended empathically. Empathically use deep breathing, that's the card that came out earlier, techniques to slow down your vibrational energy to reground yourself Other ways to practice healthy empathic awareness is to practice meditation, yoga, and other energy healing modalities. Try to keep your overall spiritual energy grounded, as this will also assist with being empathically healthy. Everyone is entitled to their emotions, so remind your inner empath of this. It's so important to allow some space for yourself without taking in everyone's feelings. And that's why, as a reader and as a human, just as a being, let's just say, because as it is above, so it is below, but as a being, you have to recharge, just like you would your mobile phone, just like how you would anything that needs recharging electronically. You need to you need to be putting that same time and effort into yourself. You need to go into that isolation, hermit energy, that soul searching energy, and figure this out. You just need that time in order to do it, because this energy can become confusing, and it can cause a kind of emotional imbalance. It can have you questioning yourself. But that's where that self-mastery comes into. You have to know yourself. You understand? Because you see, once you know yourself, as much as this can become so confusing, this journey, deciphering through what's real and what's not. You understand? These people, like this emperor in the reverse, can manipulate to make it seem as if you're, got some kind of mental health, diagnose you with all kinds of things that's not even true. But deep in your heart, you know it's not true. But you need to be able to stand within your confidence and speak your truth confidently. Speak out what it is that you feel, all of this articulated properly will make sense to anybody. But some people know how to manipulate words and manipulate situations and cause fear and all of this and all of that, so that you're unable to speak your truth and now left diagnosed with a particular. Don't allow anyone to put something on you that's not for you. So it says, clear audience. Have you ever heard your name being called when no one is actually there? Wow. Goes back to a download. I can't remember when I explained it, whether it was yesterday's or the video before. Does a particular song or piece of music play in your head unexpectedly? Do you sometimes hear what others are thinking? These could be indicators you have the ability of clear audience. 100%. I learned that again a couple of years ago. It was like, how come everything I'm experiencing within myself is coming out in music or on the TV, to the point I locked off all music, all TV. But alright, it says it's the inner sense of hearing, the ability to hear names, dates, certain sayings, and yes, even songs and melodies. You may be receiving the information on a psychic or medium mystic level. Some people hear objectively, which is outside themselves. Others hear subjectively in their mind. Okay, I love how my spirit goes. I love it. And I love the more I do readings, the more I build understanding, inner standing for myself and for others. Goes back, I said this already in the reading just a second ago. It's that self-mastery that you understand, like I'm telling you. Let me explain. Let me just give, because this is what the card's telling me I have to do. I've got an explaining experience. Yeah? A couple of years ago, right in the heart of me being in that soul-searching, hermit energy, isolation energy, you understand? Dark night of the soul energy. I was getting what you call paranoid thoughts. Yeah? But I'm not paranoid, so don't get it twisted. Self-mastery, I know myself. So I had literally sat down on the edge of my sofa chair and I said, yo, Aoife, you alright? I slid down and answered myself and I said, yes, man. You understand? Because I knew through other experiences and other people around me, I knew it was more than that. With everything else going on, listen, that day there, or that particular moment right there, I was getting around, I don't know, 20 to 30 different storylines about one situation all at once within my head. I just wanted to cover my ears, but even if I covered my ears, it wasn't something that was coming outside of me. I wasn't hearing it like loud, like how I'm hearing my music playing in the background. It wasn't a sound outside of me. It was very much a sound that was just, it was almost like a memory. That's what it felt like. It felt like a memory. But because I'd kind of watched the odd readings here and there, and I've watched the odd spiritual motivational speaking here and there, this is before tarot, I kind of had an inner standing anyway about spirituality. So I was able to decipher through it almost instantly, along with my earth wisdom. Almost instantly, to answer myself, and yes I did, I answered myself. You understand? Because sometimes I'm the only one that I can actually make sense. You're the only one that can actually make true sense of all that you're going through. You just need to be honest enough to have that conversation with yourself, and it's not necessary you have to just sit there and talk to yourself. That's ridiculous. You don't have to do that. In a form of music, writing, your creativity, whoever I'm speaking to has got a craft. And it's time to put into yourself and into your craft and into the Most High and into your spirituality right now. It says, on a mediumship level, when a medium is working with the ability of clairaudience, it can be very specific and quite remarkable to witness. The medium's inner hearing is so acute and receptive that they may verbalize everything they are being told by the spirit communicator. Next time you're outside, try this simple exercise. Relax and close your eyes. Try to really listen to the sounds that are far off in the distance. Be it the traffic, children playing, birds singing, or just people talking. Use the power of thought to stretch your listening, and then focus your awareness on the sounds closest to you. Listen to all of the sounds at once. This special exercise is meant to develop and strengthen the medium's inner sense of hearing. You understand? Listen, my first ever experience of hearing a thought, because that's what I call it. It's not a voice, it's a thought outside of myself. You understand? I could have been around 6, 7 years old. 6, 7 years old. It is the reason why when I heard, we know her already, the Virgo 2222's reading, Sunday reading, and she mentioned the age, I believe something about the age of 7. It touched me like 1,000 angels. As a God, like 1,000 angels. And as I'm saying it, I've got butterflies. I've got mad butterflies. But around that era of when I was 7, because I had a very similar energy or memory, let me say. She mentioned something about the hallway. She mentioned something about a hallway, that was it. And at the time, I was 7. That was it, I was 7. The incident that I remember when she mentioned that, I was 7, and it happened in my hallway. And my hallway is a specific hallway. So it's one of them memories that you can never forget. So when I heard the Virgo 2222 say that, listen, energy is that real. Remember, some people take it for fun, but me take it serious like I got. All of this is energy, all of this is real, and all of this has purpose, and all of this is meant to trigger you into remembering who you are. Calling cards from heaven. Your loved ones are never more than a thought away. They're always around, sending you little signs, like breadcrumbs on your path, like Hansel and Gretel, brother and sister. You've selected this card as a reminder to reach out for a sign from heaven. Send loving thoughts and prayers from your heart to spirit, loved ones, to indicate that you're ready to receive a sign of their love and support. Have faith and trust that they will hear your prayers. Remember, your loved ones know how to get your attention. It could be a song on the radio, a cardinal perched on the windows, or a feather. The list is endless. Initially, you always know when you're getting the message from heaven. You'll feel it in your soul, and you will know who sent it. Learn to trust those first instincts your loved ones and guides want you to know when they're around. In the practice of mediumship, you can reach out to spirit and ask what signs they most frequently leave for their loved ones. Share your insights with your recipient. I can't even say the word now. This can be great validation to know that their loved one is present. It is important to open, aware, and be patient. Allow time for the flow of grace to happen. Sometimes they'll send you a message when you least expect it. Always share a moment of gratitude to spirit for the love they bring. My voice is getting tired now. I've literally been talking all morning, all afternoon, but I love it though. Don't get me wrong. I love it because hopefully I'm bringing clarity to somebody, and I know I am. I trust my gift so much now that yes, I take part of the reading, but there's also other bits in this that I don't resonate with, that I know is resonating with somebody, and I'm just hoping that I can bring clarity to somebody. I hope I can bring some of my earth wisdom to somebody. Like I shimmer through things, and I've got to be grateful to the Most High for the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's get a message from Spirit. Now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance. Take a step back and do nothing but observe. Don't worry, remember the energy, about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath. Slow down and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity. Okay, let me stop there for a hot second. So what I'm getting from this, because to the way how I dropped the cards and I knew that this was an important message. This is a message from your spirit guides, however you see it. Whoever you feel the energy is around, that's who's around. This is a message from them. And it's an energy to say, this separation that's just occurred, or that needs to occur, is a separation of realization. It's a separation that's going to bring forth realization. It's going to show somebody exactly who they are and others around them. So it's going to bring forth realizations also, which in turn is going to bring transformations. They're saying not to worry, this situation isn't forever. What's not meant for you, or what's meant for you, can't pass you. So if you know right now this situation is too much, because there's the Most High, if you don't end the situation for yourself, the Most High causes a tower moment, not to break you, but in order to make you, in order to bring you on this path of transformation. Because deep in your heart of hearts and hearts, you know that this situation is making you unhappy, and because you're unhappy, your soul is unhappy. It's almost like someone's chipping away at a diamond, and it's just been, you understand, all of your fragments are just being scattered everywhere. God don't want to see his warrior being damaged. You understand? It's time to heal now. It's about the healing. It says decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity. Because once you go through all of this and you've gone through all of the motions of that dark night of the soul, them 999 swords, or 999, I don't know why I said 999, but the swords, when you get to the 10, which is the energy of completion, you get clarity, you get the ace of swords, clarity, truth, you understand, which comes from being open to information from both the intelligent and the intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now. You will be glad you did. Step back now. Whatever I was tapping into before, I'm looking in this and I just want to point at it. Step back now from whatever this resentment energy is that you're in. Step back now. I feel like, listen, ancestors have got something to say. They've got something to say. Sorry, my door's knocking. One second. I feel like I just want to go on and on for somebody. Honestly. Let me see the answers. Let me get angel answers here. I felt this energy the other day where I just, not this particular energy, I'll show you, it could be linked, but where I just couldn't stop reading. I mean, I read long, that's just the kind of reader I am anyway, and there's nothing I can do to stop that. Like, I tried, like I did, but the most I said, surrender. Surrender to who you are, and that's just who I am. I can be on my telephone sometimes talking, listen, hours. Worse when they invented headphones, 10 times worse when they invented the Bluetooth, because I can still get things done whilst heal myself and help heal somebody else. So that was, it's just in my nature, I guess. So tell me what's the hell? I just felt my sacral chakra go somersaults again. I don't know if that's excitement. I feel like excitement with a bit of anxiety. I don't know about this energy. Like a wallet, trust in the separation, trust in the process, trust in the journey, trust in all that you've been through. Have trust. Someone's wanting to give up, don't stop. And the reason I say that is because this came out in reverse. So instantly I'm going to turn that around, because hopefully by the time you hear the ending of this, you won't want to stop. You want to continue. You want to get more information on whatever this plan is that you're wanting to do. Look, this is in the reverse. Don't wait. Now is the time not to wait. I'm going to leave that in the reverse because, let me see. Let's see what wait's about. Tell me more about the energy of wait. Let's wait here. Let's read this resonating with. Peaceful resolution. Alright. Instantly as I saw it fall out and I kind of guessed what it said. Stop waiting on a situation to get better when you know it's gone on for so long that truly, can it get any better? Is it going to get any better than where it is right now? Separation is going to be the only thing that's going to come close to possibly guaranteeing something like that. Because within that separation, you're going to learn your boundaries, you're going to learn, it's almost going back to the drawing board energy, going back to the beginning, going back to your beginning. This is not about anybody else outside of you. You need to stop giving everybody outside of you the importance that you need to be giving to yourself. Bottom of the deck, listen to your intuition. There's a high emphasis on that right now. Let's see what the fairies have got to say here. Tell me more about this energy. As I get precious time, I'm telling you, this word time is been following me. I mean, I love the word time. I've literally written a quotation on my kitchen wall in regards to time. You know, a dream is only a hallucination until executed. You understand? That was a quote I heard of one movie. I can't remember what it was now, but I literally had to replay it so many times because it was just the quote of the year. A dream is only a hallucination, so without execution. And then I've also put underneath that, in divine time. So that thing, then it's like, I love that, in divine time, for longest while. I just love saying it. But for the last couple of days, as a God, to the point I even bought this. Oops. I even went and bought this hourglass because I kind of was telling myself I could have timed myself with my readings, because my readings can go on for hours. Like, this must be around 2.5 hours at least anyway. So I tried to buy this because I was having so much clear audience in regards to the hourglass. I was seeing it everywhere. I believe it was yesterday morning, and you know, everywhere. It was just ridiculous. It was just standing out in certain videos I was watching, until I just went ahead and bought it. But it's only when I was doing the reading I realized that I was tapped into an energy that was outside of myself also, not just my energy. Because what came out in the reading yesterday was that somebody was trying to manipulate time. You understand? So it says, the fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Be mindful. So it says, believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern light says, you are the part of nature, so you are magical too. We're all part of the Most High's creation. We all possess a piece of the Most High within us. That's that soul energy. So the more it's being chipped away at within this, I'm going to say, bullying situation, within this overbearing situation, the Most High is not happy. He's not happy because he knows the situation is not balanced, and he wants you now to have that love for yourself, that you say, enough is enough. He wants you to make a judgment call on your own life. He wants you to make the sacrifice. The Most High doesn't want to have to bring the tower down himself, because when the Most High sends his wrath, he wants you to create that sacrifice. So it's nice and calm, I'm hearing. So it's nice and calm. Tell me more about Don't Stop. Why is Don't Stop here for those who resonate with the energy? Clarify to Don't Stop. So it says magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step back boldly forward without looking back. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. It's time to make that move. It's time to move forward away from whatever it is that's overbearing, overpowering. Overbearing and overpowering you, I'm hearing. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing. But in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Believing is seeing. You just need to be open enough to it. Experience the fullness of who you truly are. Life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. Only you can reveal what needs to be healed, because only you know your secrets, because only you are your best friend. Truly. Go outside, it's the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of justice energy around them lately, so let me pull Isis card. Energy of trust. So it's portal of light. It is It's only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. The Lunar Queen. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles, of rest and replenishment, as essential to balance our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation, rebirth energy that is. You understand how all the cards are aligning? Trust that you're in a rebirth energy. That's what I'm going to say. That is about to shift into a new phase. That's the Aquarius energy, and not allowing anyone to change your mindset. I feel like I'm talking to a very open-minded spiritual person right now, who does think outside of the box, who does believe in the unknown, but somebody along the way has caused you to doubt the way how you think and how you deal with things and get through things. Don't allow no one to break your strength and how you overcome things already. If it's worked for you, so I've just got that saying, if it's worked for you, don't fix it, or if it's not broken, don't fix it. You understand? Don't allow no one to break who you are. The Most High designed you perfectly, scars and all. You are asked to allow the replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. Let go, let God. Let go, let God. Tell me more about get more information. Tell me more about this energy of get more information for those that's resonating. So it says, Mother of Life. When life seems dry, depleted, filled with repetitive tasks, or simply stagnant and stiff, Isis, the Mother of Life, holds the ability to revive even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances in your life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave. Open your arms and receive. So maybe someone needs to get more information in regards to however this resonates with you, that particular card. It says, Goddess of the 10,000 names. If you have felt constrained by a role, name, or identity, and are wishing for assistance in growing beyond it, or if you have sensed the new role of identity calling you into greater expression and world love, some divine help in that growth, this oracle indicates the help you need is already with you, urging your growth from within, healing from the inside out. That's like healing from zero, your foundation, to where it is the Most High trying to push you to right now. And that you're defiant, you're needing to surrender. Someone's being very defiant to the calling. So what's needed to be surrendered to? What's needed to be surrendered in this situation? Because that's where the energy. Surrender to your ego and surrender to the light. Too many cards, but I'll take them. Surrender to your ego. Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. It says, surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. Surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. It says surrender to defensiveness. Now that's the energy I first tapped into. Number 7. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, Stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Stress. Surrender to stress. Surrender stress, sorry. Take a few deep breaths. There's that emphasis there. There's that word again. Let's say breathe. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Let go, let God. Surrender your attachments to the results. The formula for success is to do all you can do to make things happen. Then let go of results. Holding on tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for you, for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. The situation is not for you. You need to release it and let it go for your highest purpose. And I feel like that's a lot of information that's been said, so I'm not even going to pull any more cards. I'm going to kind of leave it there. And I'll see you in the next one.